Yo! What's up? Good morning, good people. You might be watching this later. This was a live stream. It was one. I don't know what it's going to be now, but it was a live stream. And let's talk about it. NBA basketball player and personality and superstar Lonzo Ball is absolutely miserable playing for the New Orleans Pelicans. So it's not the city of New Orleans, it's the actual Pelicans organization. And normally, mainly the coaching staff. Now, Lonzo Ball has been quite distant from his father and everyone else in his family. And please hit the like button coming through. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can get information. There was a big blow up 2 days ago, which wasn't a big blow up from Lonzo. Lonzo don't use a lot of words. So Lonzo just said, whatever. And kind of went on and did his thing, and other teammates were trying to stick up for Lonzo Ball. This was a growing trend. Of other people sticking up for Lonzo and Lonzo not sticking up for himself. A lot of players just don't think he, has it in him to ball. And they don't trust him in situations where they think he's ineffective. So in the pressure clutch situations, some players don't want him on the court. And that has been, a known thing. Like, we don't think he should be in there. But guys like Josh Hart and Brandon Ingram, they've stuck up for him, having Lonzo out there. Because they, one, used to play with him. Two, very simple fact, not only did they used to play with him, they know Lonzo's going to get them the ball. Now, here in New Orleans, it's a lot different than the system they ran in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, he was allowed to be like a free bird. He could freelancingly move around and do what he needed to do. Find an open guy, whatever. That was his thing. In New Orleans, it's more of a structured system. But you got different things happening in New Orleans. In New Orleans, they were having a system that was accustomed to be around Zion and making it more friendly and more open up, more fast breaks, more high tempo offense. Now they went more to a couple of half court sets, and that doesn't really fit Lonzo's game. Lonzo likes to run and gun and push the offense. That's when he's most effective. His shooting has improved some, but he still has to work on finishing around the rim. At the NBA level, you have to learn how to finish at the rim. whether it's dunks, layups, or whatever, you have to go up with confidence. And his free throw shooting is, abysmal. And as a starting point guard, you cannot be a poor free throw shooter. Because if you're a poor free throw shooter at the point, that's really going to hurt the team. You think about it. What point guard do you know who couldn't shoot free throws? There's not many in this league. You're a point, you better be high 70s and 80s. And this has been going back since the beginning of time. And you see what happened to Rondo? You use Rondo as an example. See what happened to Rondo, right? Rondo got bounced around his league. Now, these are some of the major problems there, but Lonzo's main problem is with the coach. Him and Coach Hollins have been off base because Lonzo has a personality of a young person. He's young. The social media age, he's very standoffish, like whatever. And it doesn't seem like he cares, which is so not true, but it's just the way he comes off, his personality. And Coach Hollins, if he tells you to do something, if you ain't doing it right, he ain't gonna say, son, let me pull you over to the side and talk to you. He's just gonna say, you know what, you come in clowning, doing goofy stuff, and then you come in, you do your practice, and then when I ask you to do something and you're not running the plays right, I gotta take you out of the game. That's just how it works. And to get my message across, I might have to bench you for the whole fourth quarter. So maybe you'll give a damn that I benched you for the whole fourth quarter. But if you act like you don't care, then I'll keep benching you every fourth quarter. We want people that care. But he's trying to spark Lonzo. It's not that he don't like Lonzo Ball. He wants to create a spark with Lonzo. He believes there's potential in it. Lionel Hollins actually believes, like, I can work with him. He talked to Magic Johnson about Lonzo. And he talked to him and said, you know what? Coach Hollins is like, I can work with him. I mean, Coach Gentry. I keep saying Coach Hollins. Well, if you want a super chat, you got to hit my donate button. It's in the description box. Yeah, super chat be taxing too much. Definitely. Oh, that's Bad Boys. That's Detroit. Motor City Bad Boys. Look at that logo, baby. The Bad Boys. We made our own NBA logo. We said, forget your merchandise. We gonna rebel against the league, and we gonna show you what time it is. That's what that's about. The Bad Boy Pistons, baby. Motor City Bad Boys. Motor City Bad Boys. The greatest team ever assembled. Alvin Gentry needs to go is not the case. Gentry is not the problem. The problem is you have a lot of talent. They're not at full strength, and they're learning. Okay, Okafor needs to be starting. I've said that a long time ago, and now they just announced Lonzo's going to come off the bench. He's lost his starting job. One, because he's ineffective. And definitely, after getting exposed twice at the point guard position and outplayed defensively, he's losing ground. It didn't help that he was cramping early. His legs is cramping up on him. He suffered some knick-knack injuries, and he's been playing through a lot of the pain. And he's just not happy in New Orleans. He has nobody there he knows except for two people. He still haven't went out and branched out to meet anybody else. He's an LA kid. This is just killing him to be in New Orleans. He's not happy. Somebody destroyed him in back-to-back nights. I forgot who it was. It was like almost back-to-back games. They played the Pelicans, and he was destroyed twice. And that did something to his confidence. Oh, yeah, it was Luka. That's who it was, Luka. Luka just destroyed him. And that's what's wrong with Lonzo. Numbers would have been great had this been 10 years ago. They'd been like, man, our point guard's giving us 10, 5, and 6. Those are great numbers. No, they're not. In today's game, if you're the point guard and you ain't scoring 30 and 11, I mean, Luka, they look at Luka numbers. Luka's putting in a triple-double. And they look at Lonzo Ball and they go, you can't get us 10, 10, and 10? You can't get 10 rebounds? You can't get 10 assists? But at least give us 10 rebounds and 10 points. You got to at least give us a double-double. But you can't do that for us? So they're going to be like, what good are you? What good are you to the franchise? Colin Sexton is just not NBA ready. He's not. He's a developmental player. It's not, doesn't mean he won't be ready in a, give him some time. But he's experimental player. You gotta give him time. Well, it's a lot of things in development right now. The Cavs might be looking to move Kevin Love. He's talking about going to Portland or some other stuff. That could be a possibility. I don't see it happening, but it's up for grabs. A lot of things fall within the lines of possible. So when you see a lot of things that's falling in the lines of possible, it's a lot of things out there. Well, my whole thing is this. Lonzo Ball is going to end up in Phoenix or somewhere near Los Angeles. And that will be his last stop shop before he's out the league. And they're going to put him in the G League. Just like they did Bol. They're like, look, we don't really believe you're ready for the NBA. Or you're even taking this seriously. Lonzo is taking it seriously. He's working hard. He's just not an NBA level player yet. He's close, but he needs to develop. He needs time to develop into his man body and get physically strong and get some confidence and learn how to finish at the basket. That's his main thing. I'm like, you got to learn how to finish at the basket. You have to learn how to improve your free throw shooting. He went from a 50% free throw shooter to like a 60% free throw shooter. That's got to get up to 70s and 80s. You're a point guard in this league. That's unacceptable. Taco is going to be exactly what he is. He's a fan favorite. He's Scalabrini all over again. People love Pete Scalabrini. When they put Scalabrini in the game and he hits a three-point shot, that was his whole NBA career. Scalabrini hits a three. Scalabrini had no business being in the league. But Scalabrini can come in there and hit a three and the whole place will go crazy. It's like the Knicks when they put in Herb Williams. Herb Williams, the whole New York Knicks, everybody, the fans would say, I have no idea. Herb Williams' average was probably 0.2 points a game. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. The house still is the same. Once, people realize, she's gone. And, it'll hit the people, once they start going back to their normal lives, Man, I've seen family member I haven't seen in, 30 years here. Yeah, it's a bit rough. You go through it at times, but you just got to keep moving. The thing is, he has potential to be 6'6". He's got a speed, but unlike Ben Simmons, he does not finish at the rim. Ben Simmons can finish at the rim well. but Lonzo can. Lonzo can shoot from outside better than Ben Simmons. And that's where the parallels are different. Well, because people normally look at numbers now. The numbers have changed. The requirements now from a point guard, you got Trae Young putting up 30-point triple-doubles. Trae Young. So if Trae Young comes in here and he's doing that, what do you think they're going to think about Lonzo Ball? Because now Trae Young's getting 10 rebounds and more assists than a 6'6" Lonzo Ball. That don't make no sense. Well, Brandon Ingram's not miserable. He's actually been playing pretty well this season. The only thing he's not accustomed to is some of the coaching decisions, because Gentry's trying to find out who to play with who. He got a bunch of guys that like the fast break mixed in with a bunch of half-court players. Now, the team that they had accustomed with Zion, I'm worried about how Brandon Ingram's going to fit in that dynamic when he comes back. Because having somebody like Zion is a big passing forward. Zion likes to pass. He don't mind giving up the ball. So seeing that dynamic when it happens, and we are back to finish this live. So I want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and I want to say thank you guys for all the support, the love, the respect for my grandmother. I appreciated all of it. She enjoyed ranting and raving, medication, everything. We thank you from the bottom of our heart for all of it, and my family. And don't forget, you could always donate to the page by hitting up the Cash App. Carcino's the name on that Cash App. Definitely do that. And don't forget to hit the like button. That's free. For everybody else who want to super chat, you can just hit the super chat button. That's very frequently found in the donate department in the description box. So again, thank you for all you've done.